Where do your clothes come from? Yeah? Well, so I'm not talking like Bass Pro or Dick's Sporting Goods, like the cotton that was used to make your Gildan shirt you're wearing. They come from all over the world. That cotton could have been picked in India, China, even in the United States. So I'm a fashion major here at the University of Central Missouri, and I never thought that I would be studying things like cotton or how do you make a certain fabric or jeans or whatever. It's a lot more technical than I ever thought it would be. So this speech is about one textile alone, cotton. Not only cotton itself, but the ethics related to cotton. Think back to the 1940s whenever slaves had to pick cotton. So in this speech we're going to talk about what makes cotton. There's something going on in China that makes it unethical today, and how are companies reacting to this. So these are the states in the United States where they pick cotton, where most of the crops are at. But to start, I think it's really important to know what goes into making cotton. It takes a lot of land, water, and just effort alone to make it. Jane Turner said in The Ethics of Cotton that 75% of our clothing contains some cotton, and 300 million farmers in 80 countries rely on cotton for their livelihood, just like many farmers today rely on wheat or corn. 2.5% of the croppable land is cotton. In the article, Is Cotton Ethical? You may be surprised, by Ara Lodi. She said, fashion is the world's most labor-dependent industry, which may come as a lot of a surprise to you guys because, I mean, you're not probably very educated on it, but think about everything that goes into making a textile. So then there's a lot that goes into the labor aspect. As we know, there's forced labor laws in China, and even on cotton farms, obviously. So the Responsible Sourcing Network website wrote, "It's time forced labor laws," sorry. The article is called, "It's Time Forced Labor Laws in China's Production is Taken Seriously," put some disturbing facts about China's cotton production, mentioning how certain religions, for example Muslims, are sent to re-education systems and prison camps to pick cotton, just because of their religion. The Washington Post posted an article the year 2020 called "Sanctions of China's Top Cotton Supplier Weave a Tangled Web for Fashion Brands." They gave the statistics that 7% of the world's cotton comes from Xinjiang region, and that's located right there. So most of the cotton in China they ship to us and all around the world, and that is where most of the forced labor is happening. They also have labor education. So kids that are in school, decades ago this happened, but kids in school used to pick 100 pounds of cotton because they were in trouble or something. So that leaves the question, is this ethical? So that being said, the United States obviously has had this happen to them in the past. With slavery and all that, cotton played a huge part of it. So a lot of the United States companies are having to react to this. So in the book American Journal of Agriculture Economics, written in the year 1950, E.D. White stated, "It seemed clear that the cotton production and consuming nations of the world were more concerned about disequilibrium in the world today." So these people in China are a lot like the slaves and not getting the respect that they deserve. So some brands that you guys may know, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, they decided to end their relationship with Xinjiang because of all the labor that's happening. But only for a year in hopes that it stops, because this is coming to such a light and they don't want their name a part of that. And Nike also stated that they do not do anything with that region of China. So the Responsible Sourcing Network is an organization that they created called the Cotton Pledge. This pledge requires companies to communicate the policy supplies, trace documents for cotton production, and give them location to mills. So some of these are the brands that are related to that. Some may look familiar and some may not. So with all of that being said, a lot of cotton today obviously remains unethical in my opinion. So that makes it just a little harder for the fashion industry today, because you have to look at not what's a good price and what is good quality versus what's ethical. Thank you.